you hear about family businesses being stood up in the food industry, and I think it's a nice narrative to look at. But when you talk about the infrastructure part of it, rather than CPG brands, like the Siete family as an example, you don't think of a brother-sister duo standing up the food economy. So is that weird?
I don't think it actually is not weird to me at all. And maybe the reason being is because we lived it. So when you were talking about that, I reflect back to when we were just kids, and it was something that I always dreamed was going to happen, but never really understood how big of an impact when you were a kid. The only reason why I believed it was going to happen is our dad literally every day would tell us that someday it's going to be bigger than you've ever imagined. And don't forget why we started. We started to feed people first. And when that choice comes to make another dollar or to feed people, always feed people first. And as, a 10-year-old, a high school kid, a college kid, even in your 20s, you don't get it. You don't get what he's talking about. You don't get what he means exactly. And now as, I'm 35, the business started when I was 0, and I get it entirely now. And the sacrifices that Nicole made and my mom and dad made when I was just a kid to set us up for what is possible and really providing options to feed people into the future, not just tomorrow, but forever, to build a sustainable food economy that actually works for everyone, all stakeholders. To me, it doesn't surprise me now that we're doing this together, because it was built with intention and rooted in really our core, that this is who we are and this is what we came here to do. And I give it all to my parents for instilling that belief that it's possible as a person to figure out a way to make it better and to do something bigger than yourself. And I think that, to me, is why Nicole and I joining forces as a brother-sister duo here, it makes all the sense in the world. Not to mention, there's other family members. We're everyone's family at this point, because let's face it, you have to check your ego at the door at a growth business, and we all have to go at it together because there's so much to do and so many problems to solve. And that to me is what it really is all about.